Okay, but we'll go back on topic and we'll talk about, again, today's main subject, which is about figuring out your investment goals. And I'm still a little bit confused and curious why you decided, I'm going to bring Claudia on for the podcast. She's not a realtor. She'll know what I'm talking about. I thought that was a really obscure choice, but okie dokie. Today we're going to be identifying our investment goals, figuring out how to do that, and why it's an important factor to, managing your real life investments.
Yeah.
So do you want to take it away?
Yeah, in terms of investment, there's different opportunities. I would like to elaborate it, that people have to think out of the box. Mm-hmm. It's not exactly out of the box. What I mean is they are in their comfort zone. When they live in Surrey, I'm going to take an example of Surrey because we work in Surrey, we live in Surrey. Everybody wants to invest in Surrey only. They don't want to go out of the Surrey. And I get amazed with their mindset, what they have at it. And I'm trying to teach them is that why Surrey only? Why can't you go to Abbotsford or Chilliwack or, for that matter, Okanagan, Kamloops, Kelowna? Why don't you explore other options? What the objection I come back from is, I don't know about that city. You don't need to know about that city. That's what our job is. You need a good realtor on your side who can tell you, go hire a local realtor. If you don't trust a realtor from here to do the justice to your investment, go and find a local realtor there. They can tell it. For example, Kelowna. I went to Kelowna. Mm-hmm. I did a story also. I got a great response from that story. A lot of people reach out to me. The particular client, I took him there to that property. He purchased it for $775, 9,500 square feet lot. So the city of Kelowna, what they're doing is there's a particular neighborhood called Rutland. They have amended the OCP and they're allowing all those lots to be duplex or fourplex, depending on the size of the lot and which area in particular neighborhood in Rutland itself is it. And Rutland is just like, we call it here Newton, Panorama, Fleetwood. So it's a community or it's a neighborhood called Rutland.
Okay.
It's within the Kelowna. Mm-hmm. So those are the good opportunities because what my strategy would be is buy that lot, there's a house on it. I got an estimate from the property manager is $4,000 I can rent that house for my client, and he's buying it for $775. So let's do a quick math here. Let's take an easy number of $800,000. 20% down is $160. Mm-hmm. Compared to Surrey, here first of all you cannot get a house putting a down payment of $160. Yes, I do get a objection in terms of getting it. Okay, here the properties are going to go more up than compared to Kelowna. 100%. I agree with that. I'm not saying that. If you have money, then it is great to invest in Surrey. Surrey will grow sooner and faster than Kelowna or any other cities around here. But if you cannot invest in Surrey, don't restrict not to invest. Explore other options out there. What you can get it here for $800,000, nothing. Forget about even the purchase price. Even if you see the down payment, $160. Compared to that, here the minimum investment would be 1.5, a decent house. If we're comparing apple to apple, 9,000 square feet, 8,000 square feet lot, 2-story house, 1.5 million. The rent you're going to get it out of there is $4,500. Your mortgage will be about $600,000 to $700,000. You will be in a negative cash flow here. And then you have to put money from your pocket, which is nothing wrong in it. You can count it as an investment. But if you compare it, your return on investment, 1.5 after, let's say, 3 years. If that house is 1.8, $300,000 you put it, you double it 300. Whereas if you go to Kelowna, you put 160, and if that house goes to $1 million, you're understanding it? Maybe you feel like confused here.
No, I'm with you. I get it.
So 160, you're putting it. Yeah. You're buying a house for $800,000. You're putting $160,000 down. If the house is here, 1.5 is going to go to 1.8. Similar houses in Kelowna is going to go to $1 million, which is $800,000 too. So if you look at the return on value, is going to be more actually there because you put 160 and your down payment is more than a double. You will be making $200,000 compared to here. If you put 300, you're only making 300. It's double. That is more than 100% return on investment. As an investor, that's what I feel like. What is your return on investment going to be? Just because you're living in the particular city doesn't mean that's the only best city in the world is. You could have if you wanted to buy your principal home, by all means buy it in a nice neighborhood where you can see your kids can go to the school, where you like the neighborhood, everything works for you, commute-wise from the work. But for investment, who cares? Wherever it is, as long as it's giving you a good ROI, invest it. every city, a decent city has a property management. You don't need to take care of the renters.
Okay.
Same like in Surrey. If you have a rental properties, you don't need to take care of those. You can give it to the rental management property companies. They take care of it. They do the credit check. They do all the process. They find you the tenant. All they take it as a small portion of the rent, which is 8 to 10%, depends on city to city. They will collect the rent on your behalf to them and put it in your bank. And also the ignorance of the people is when they say, oh, these small cities may not have a tenant. Excuse me, every city around, which is the major cities, like I'm talking about Kelowna, Kamloops, they are major cities. Kelowna in particular is a major city in Okanagan. We have an airport there. We have a UBC campus. Look at the amount of opportunities you will be having it in there. I lived in Kelowna in 2012, until 2012. I moved in 2010. The similar houses were selling there for $300,000 that time. Now it is 800. Look amount the growth has been. And in last 5 years, the pace the population is growing, the immigrants are coming. It will take you another 5 years. It's not going to take you another 10 years to double the price. It will come. It's coming. If you can't see it, it's your problem, but it's coming.